You've just laid a collection of bullets into this creature standing in front of you. As Gerald Picking, the pilot, lays on the ground with a hole in his chest as the blood starts to soak the floor around you, steam coming out of the open wound as the cold air rushes in through the open door. As the bullets hit the body of this creature, it screams out in pain as it quickly scurries up the ceiling of the outer establishment. You no longer see it in front of you.
Okay. Guys,
Close the fucking door! Close the fucking door!
No, we
Close
gotta
the
get
door!
going. We have to get out of here.
The thing's
right
outside!
there.
I'm not gonna walk
It's
through
right
that
there.
door!
The thing
I'm
is,
not walking through that
look,
door.
it's just as easily inside, all right? We have to get to that backup generator, right?
Oh God.
We have to get to the backup generator. We have to go. Right now, while it's wounded, while it's recovering, that's the time we need to go. We can't think about it.
Oh God.
You take the lead, man. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
All right, let's head outside. Let's go. We got to get over to that backup generator.
It's in that direction.
All right, let's head there.
All right, technically you are exiting on the west side, and you got to make yourself back east towards the subsurface fuel arches.
Fuck.
So who's in the lead of this? Are you making
I'll
your
take
way
the
out?
lead,
All right,
yeah.
so you're making your way out of this front door.
I'm grabbing his back to kind of
And I'm holding
guide
on
him.
to the back of him.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see some emergency lights outside blinking, kind of creating a path in between the buildings.
Okay.
The snow is blowing extremely harsh in the wind. I'm going to need all three of you to succeed a roll.
I'm down for the challenge. I'm going to put in my
You
hope
going
die.
first?
Yes, I split them up in 2 lots. Let's go! Oh yeah, success on the hope die. Thank you. I've got 1-1 on that one. Hang on, wait. Oh, I've got 3 1s, but a success on the roll from my hope die. How
You
many-
have 3 hope available.
Right. Use them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you.
So I'm going to say you're rolling because as you're following behind him, you start to slip and fall into the snow as it buries up to your knees as you're trying to push through.
2, 6, 3. I'm good.
So 2 6s.
Yeah, success on the roll.
Okay.
All right. Oh.
Thanks again on the hope.
Oh.
Just 1
Right.
1.
No. So my
Oh,
hope
yeah, that's
die
your hope
doesn't
die.
count.
That was a hope
I've
die.
got 1 6.
Yep, you're good. In the
No
clear.
ones.
Okay.
Well done. Well done.
You pick him up as he starts to fall and start to push him towards,
Get up, Frank.
Thank you.
towards
Thank you.
Sam's general direction. As Sam, out in the front of the group,
Okay. One. Okay. Good. 1 6. No ones.
Nice. Very good. It was meant to be.
All right. Off to a
Very
good
good.
start.
Yeah.
All right.
as you're pushing in the front of the group, Sam, you start to feel as you're kind of chugging through the snow, pushing yourself forward, and sometimes you kind of kneel down closely. You can't see this creature anywhere, but you start to lose feeling in your fingers and your right hand. You don't share this with the rest of the group just yet, as you'd be kind of unable to. You continue to push your way through the snow. All of you, you feel your breath getting short. It's becoming harder and harder to breathe. As you get to the edge of the subsurface fuel arch building where the generator is, and you come to the outer door.
All right, let's. Do you have the key?
Open the
We can
door.
open it,
Can
right?
we just open it?
Open
You have
it.
the key, right?
Oh yeah, I've got the
Right.
key. I
Open it.
opened it. I unlock it.
Okay.
All right,
Open
so
it.
as you go inside, there's not much change in temperature, but at least you're free from the wind and the snow.
Close the door.
We close it.
Yeah, we closed it behind us.
Jesus.
All right.
I started shaking my hand out a little bit.
Oh.
try to get
You
the
take
feeling
off
back.
your glove. You can't shake your hand because your two fingers, your right trigger finger, is frozen as you've been inflicted with frostbite.
Jesus.
Oh my God. My hand's frozen, guys.
Jesus. Just your right trigger finger.
I
That's my right.
I do have a hand warmer.
That will not fix frostbite.
That's probably not gonna fix frostbite.
Look, I can shoot a pistol with my left hand, but you might have to take this.
Sure.
All right.
And we trade.
We trade guns.
Fuck yes.
And to be clear on why that happened, you may have succeeded your roll, but I rolled more 6s than you, so you survived, but not unscathed.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So-
Can I
What?
just check how
Frank,
much
do-
I've got in the clip? You've got hang on.
No, it's-
in the truth, there was like 5 clips, right?
Yeah, no, we had 5 grenades, and I believe we had 2 full extra magazines.
Right.
And
Stop.
it-
Okay, 2 full.
So it's fully loaded, plus I have the 2 extra.
Okay, but okay. Are you gonna be okay with the grenades? Do you want to give me half? Do you think you'll be okay? What's your throwing?
Sure,
arm?
I'm actually completely unarmed right now. I'd love to have a grenade or something along
All right,
something
so
along
I think
those lines.
yeah, I'll disperse the grenades evenly between
Okay,
us.
so how many do you give
So we have
us?
5 grenades.
Okay.
So I'll hold on to one. I'll give you each 2.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I've got 2 grenades and a automatic
So you're
rifle.
saying this as you've come inside this facility. The only person who would know where the generator is would be you, Frank.
It's this way.
All right.
So
I
you-
lead them there.
We follow.
You start following him. The pain in your hand is becoming extremely intense. Are you going to do anything about that?
Yeah. What? I don't know how to.
Try
I mean,
warming the region. You want to try to rub it to try to get circulation going on near the fingertips.
Okay.
As you touch your hand, it's begun to go numb as you feel sharp, stinging pain moving your way up your right arm.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with frostbite.
All right,
but
this is going to
Examine my
put it-
arm
put
and
it-
make sure
put
that
it in
it
your
is
arm.
frostbite.
put your hand in your armpit.
Okay. I listened to Kennedy. Put my
Okay.
hand in my armpit.
It just begins to hurt extremely bad.
Is
The-
there,
As you
I
continue
know
moving
you're
forward.
you're supposed to put cold water or room temperature water on frostbite. Is there?
Is that right? Well, here, there's a basin.
Although it is very cold.
That's
so.
true.
Right, I don't know what
Is there
what
any?
it'd be like for
Is my
water
hand
heater
inside of a
here.
glove right now?
You took your glove off
Right.
to reveal the black fingers.
It's not spreading or anything. It's just my fingers.
It's just your fingers for the moment.
Okay.
Keep it in your armpit for right now.
Yeah,
When we go back to the living quarters, then I'm certain that we have something there for frostbite.
All right. So for now, I'll hold it in my armpit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll put the glove. Is the glove wet? That's another.
It would be at this point
Okay.
as it's getting warmer.
So while we're inside, I'm definitely just
Okay.
holding my hand under my armpit.
Let us know if it gets worse or anything.
Will
alright,
do.
But let's
Yeah,
just hit
you
to
start to see your veins turning blue in your hand as the sharp pains moving up through your arm. So you continue making your way forward towards the generator. As you're shining your light down these hallways, you notice nothing out of the ordinary until you get towards the first generator, as it's been completely destroyed.
Oh God.
Wow.
Well, Gerald said the first set of generators were destroyed. We're heading to the backup
we need the
generators
backup.
anyway.
All right.
It's
Then-
the backup generators. What?
No, it's in this building, right? We don't have to go back outside right now.
Yes. It
All
is.
right.
So you continue moving through.
Um,
As you do, you see these footsteps on the ground that would have been the creature that destroyed this generator. You'd notice as they were moving towards the generator, the direction you're going now would have been against it as it had gone towards the generator. The shape of the footprints changes
From what?
in its shape. It's almost as if as the creature was moving, it was evolving. It was changing with each step.
Wow.
Yeah, so-
Kind of makes sense. It went from Davina to a spider monster. I mean, who knows by the end of this what it's going to look like.
Right, so right bit of irony that the one person that would have appreciated this is actually this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say so. Let's not worry about the irony right now, though. Maybe let's worry about getting the generator on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
I'm already feeling it. I continue on. We continue on to the backup
generator.
generator.
Okay. You make your way into the backup generator room. It's a collection of servers and generators. On the outside of the door, you see a sign that says, Property of Synchronity Tech.
You gotta be
Okay.
kidding me.
What?
What?
Okay, so the security firm I was working for, or the company I was working for was called Synchronity. The company that was running the other facility.
So, wait, the same,
And it was
the same one?
Yeah, it's the same one.
And was it in any way responsible for what happened?
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna level with you.
Sure.
Okay,
Right.
they were after alien DNA.
What?
They found alien DNA in the ice. Okay?
Wait, when
fuck?
when you say alien, do you actually
Like
mean
out of this world
like
alien.
not from Earth, like.
Correct. Yes.
And it found it, and that's what
and
this creature is.
yeah, and so I only know what I overheard.
Yeah.
Okay, and the scientists were saying this DNA will attempt to merge with whatever it comes in contact with.
I know. That's why Winston was saying to stop.
Now we.
Dude,
It's in cahoots with.
You're being completely chill about this. That's alien life.
Look,
That's proving that alien life exists.
All
Do you
right.
understand? That's
yes,
like
yes,
that's,
I understand.
That's very huge.
Yeah, that's crazy now, but look, I'm just taking a job, okay?
Yeah,
I need a job. I'm a private
I'm
security
gonna
officer.
need you to roll for me. As you're getting animated and you're starting to speak louder, you start to feel this intense heat coming over your body. I'm gonna need you to succeed a roll for me.
Okay. I can still roll my hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got it for the rest of the game.
Until you lose it.
Success, 2 1s. 2 6s, 2 1s.
6s,
3 1s.
1s.
You have 6 hope available.
Oh,
Oh,
man, thank you.
Thanks,
That's
Chad.
what that sound
Thank you,
was.
Chad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Nice. Not a 1, not a 1, not a 1.
Okay.
Not a 1.
2 6s, no 1s.
You remain conscious, but you feel a fever take over as you start getting hotter and sweating, despite the fact that it is under 0 degrees in this facility.
You good, man?
You can
All right,
see
listen,
beads of
listen,
sweat
listen.
coming off of his face.
All right.
The color.
I took the job. Okay. I thought it was bullshit. All right. They're telling me there's alien DNA. What do I care? All right. I'm a security guard. That's all I do. But I thought I killed it. Okay. I threw a flare in. I lit the whole place up. I have no idea how it got. It must have somehow got on me, or I don't know.
Well,
Guys, we need to get the heat
You
on.
mean
I'm
Dude,
not feeling
wait.
great.
got on you?
It got on you.
No, not on me. Maybe on my bag. Maybe on my clothes. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's get this let's get the backup generator
I'm not
going
feeling
up.
great right now. We need to.
You know, I'll look around. Maybe there's a first aid kit in this building. Maybe some just aspirin could really help you right now.
I take my hand out and examine it.
Your hand is completely blue. You cannot feel anything on the top side of your hand. You've got
Jesus,
a
man.
little bit of movement on your pinky finger, but that's about it. As just this sharp, stinging pain is ringing through your arm.
Hey, man.
All right.
I'm not a doctor or anything, but
Yeah.
does that need to go?
I'm not a doctor like that. I'm not even aiming for it, but I'm going to look for a first aid kit. Frank, you go ahead to the backup generator, and I'm sure there's got to be a first aid kit
Hey,
here.
it's up to you, man.
I
It's
mean,
your choice. It's your hand.
regulations.
It's your hand. It's your body.
I'm gonna tuck it back in my armpit for now.
I keep on making my way to the backup generator.
I follow.
I'm
as best I
walking
can.
behind them, but I'm also looking for a first aid kit.
Okay. If you want to look for something, you're going to need to roll. You see the backup
You wanna
generator.
roll?
Well,
He has.
I
He
need
needs to decide
some
what
help.
he wants to do.
Yeah.
He should. Okay.
I need some help.
All right. Well, that's good of you.
oh,
So you see the backup generator in front of you, Frank.
Yeah.
You
All right.
would know enough about this area. You could kind of figure out how to turn it
oh
on.
Lord.
We've got 1-1.
And no 6s?
And no 6s.
You can re-roll it, right?
Well, she can, but
You
I
wanna
mean,
waste it on searching, I guess.
should have
Do we
let his
have
hand
any-
go. No,
Do we have any hope?
You have 3 hope available. Did you roll your hope die with that roll?
Yeah, she did, and
I
it's
did.
yeah, it's a fail.
Wow. I guess I should have just left your hand alone. Unless this is going
Come
to
on,
be
believe you got this.
This is a 6.
Cindy!
Oh.
It's a 4. Chapter end.
You cannot find a first aid kit. As you sitting in the corner, you've now fallen to the floor as your back's up against the wall. All color is starting to remove itself from your body. As you get closer and closer to unconsciousness, you flip on the backup generator as all the lights, you hear it winding up as all the lights flick on in this facility. And then you hear the sound of doot, 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 doot.
I go to the
And you
next
look
panel.
over to the wall and you see Winston's panel booting back up as it starts coming back online. Hello.
Winston.
Yes. How may I assist you?
First of all, we need to get the heat out of. We need to.
I'm sorry. Pause. Hold. There's been a malfunction.
What?
Systems are failing. Have I been offline?
The power went offline because that creature took out one of the generators. That's why.
Yes. Understood.
Right, but you're back now,
Okay,
so
we
you
need
can
your
help
help.
us.
Okay, we need-
Winston.
It's going to come for this generator if you don't localize the heat in another building for it to go to. And if this generator goes, this backup generator goes, we're all dead.
So the creature is attracted to heat.
Yes.
Right, well, as far as we know.
Which building would you like me to increase the heat in?
The building that we will not use that's far away from here, which do you suggest?
Something that's within my network.
Which is that? Whichever one is that? The furthest building that's in your network that we will not use, that has no nothing that we need from. Is there such a building? What do
The
you
dark
suggest?
sector laboratory would be the most likely choice.
Oh, we don't necessarily have to do the dark sector laboratory. All my work is in there. I mean, maybe a different building otherwise than that one.
It would be the most logical choice if you're choosing to create a diversion for the creature that
And
moves
for
it
our
away from this
survival,
facility.
right? Yes.
All right.
Do it.
Yes. I am increasing heat to 89 degrees.
Thank you. And that's hotter than the generators puts off in this building?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
So you have reason to believe that this creature is using some sort of infrared location.
It's a real possibility, Winston. And in fact, I was hoping if you could let us know if there's anything on base that could camouflage heat. I mean, I know you're just AI, but have you seen Predator before, where it's like?
Are you asking if I've seen Cold? Which movie?
Arnold
Predator with
Schwarzenegger,
Arnold
Predator.
No, I have not.
Well,
Would you like me to read the synopsis?
No, what's the point?
No, I'm just saying because he camouflages himself,
With-
right? Because
he does.
with all the mud, and he camouflages himself. So I want us to camouflage our heat
Winston,
with something that reflects, reflects our heat. We'll trap our heat in, and it won't be able to see us then.
I will
does
say-
this make any sense?
Yes, it does. But it's right now. It's going to the thing in the Predator. There was no greater heater source than the bodies, but now there is. It's not going to come to us.
It's
Excuse
just
me.
in case.
There's an individual. Sam, your vitals are dropping.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm feeling that.
Winston, what's the cure for what's the
Can
solution?
you just help Sam?
He's got frostbite in his right hand. What's the?
You must remove the appendage.
Okay, so we do have to do it. Are you up for it?
What?
Yeah.
What's the
I
best
believe he is suffering from blood poisoning.
What?
from the
You need
frostbite?
to cut off whatever
Do you have a
limb.
knife?
You're not cutting his hand off with a knife.
You just heard Winston. That's
I
the.
have a multi-tool. Does the multi-tool have a knife on it? Would it?
It
Okay.
would.
Cool. Well, let's tourniquet the arm first.
Winston,
You nuts.
he needs to
Right
do it right.
here. I mean, we could at least go to a medical bay or something.
Winston, do you recommend doing it right here, right now?
Before you do that, a candle goes out.
Oh yes. I forgot about.
Oh,
Yeah.
it already went out for us.
You hear an explosion
Jesus.
No.
coming from the south side of the camp.
What was that?
I don't know.
I believe the tourist camp has gone offline.
The tourist.
Yes. The James Ways tourist camp has been removed from my network.
Why?
Was there anything important there? Why would that have been removed?
I don't know. Why, Winston?
I am not sure.
Well, can maybe you focus on my arm first and then...
Oh, absolutely. What do you need? So
Before you do that,
Oh yeah.
that will end this chapter. As we move on
Yeah.
It was probably something really important there.
to chapter number 4.
Oh shit. I'm just gonna say it anyway. Roll rolls on things that push the story forward, because if it's not gonna do it, then
Yeah.
it's
I
gonna.
could have saved his
Yeah.
hand.
Okay.
So, You
All
take out your multi-tool and
Well,
tourniquet
first,
your arm.
Yeah, tourniquet my arm.
Yeah, I'm here.
Right.
Look, you.
All right, Sam.
You do
here's a belt. Put it in your mouth. I mean, they always do this in the movies, so.
All right, I'll take the belt and put it in my
Winston,
mouth.
I've never done this before. If there's anything you need to tell me now.
Look,
So-
I can't feel it right now anyway. So.
Okay, that's a fair point.
So you're rolling to cut off the arm.
And I'll
Okay.
I'll hold him down to
Yeah.
keep it steady. I'll help. Keeping it steady.
If you're trying to convince me to give him some more advantage in this roll, I'm not. So
It's fine. It's fine.
you now
I got
have
this.
7 dice plus your hope die.
Yes, 7 dice. Let's go! Cindy! Yes. I've got 3 successes, 1-1. 3 6s, 1-1.
How much? Hope?
Do we have any hope? We had 2 hope left,
You
right?
have 5 hope.
Oh,
available.
thank you,
Thank
chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll
Sorry,
it.
I was
No, you nudged
it? Oh yeah,
it.
nudge it. Okay, thank you. I was gonna be.
Oh,
truthful.
I would like
5.
to apologize before we move any further. I missed this because it came in right when we were about to switch, but
Yeah.
we do have a truth.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We do have a truth. I'm not sure why I can't see it in my system. When you make a donation, make sure you use the hashtag or it won't show up in my system. So make sure you're using that hashtag or it won't track it. So make sure you use hashtag truth for me to see it. So Kennedy is really feeling the pain of losing a close friend and is starting to not trust the others in fear of them throwing her to the monster as they did her friend Destiny.
We didn't
Ooh.
do that.
Oh,
Come on.
wow. That's
right.
a good one.
That is
Yeah,
a good
nice.
one. Okay, so you succeeded on your roll. You had 3.
Yes.
Okay, and then your second roll with the hope.
It
how
was
many?
fine. I rolled one,
Got it.
and it was fine.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll 1d6. Anything that is a 4 or higher, you remain conscious.
Okay. Should I roll one of these or one of this?
Up to you, man.
okay.
Whichever
What,
you want
what
to
yeah,
feels,
trust.
what
Alright.
feels better for you?
4.
Oh.
So you grit your teeth as he starts sawing through at the elbow.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, God.
As you start sawing through his arm.
Wait, you're doing so well, Sam. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Let's get tight.
Here, have a swig. Have more than. Take the bottle, man.
Here, I've
Take
got
2 swigs.
I've got some matches.
We need to cauterize it. Winston, do we need to cauterize this?
That would be wise.
Right.
Do it.
Here, take my notepad.
Use some of the booze actually on it.
All right, pour some booze on.
Here, cauterize. Oh, God.
So, who's
Oh
lighting
no!
his arm on
Come
fire?
on! Can I? Wasn't I supposed to describe how it turned out? In which case, I saw it off and cauterized it.
And cauterize it?
Yep, in one foul swoop.
Only because I'm going to make this more difficult.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, benevolent overlord. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
That's the best I can do. Does that look okay, Winston? Anything to add?
Here.
Oh, you cut off his bloody arm. Oh, God. Oh.
How do you feel?
Take my arm and toss it to the
So-
side and take another swig.
Oh.
You've now 3 drinks into the whiskey. I'd like you to keep track of that.
Okay. 3 drinks.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Are you good holding the whiskey? I can hold it for
Yeah,
you.
I'll
Okay.
hand it
And
back.
anytime you need it, just let me know, man. Okay. God, Jesus
So,
Christ.
All right. This thing's going to the dark sector laboratory.
We can now. At any point we can change where we're assuming that it's there now. I don't happen to. Can you see it on your CCTVs? Is it there?
You regularly get vitals from Davinia. Is she going towards?
Every once in a while. It's hard for me to locate them now. Usually I can only read them. We had very strict permissions against tracking of individuals in the facility.
Right, well, it makes sense. Nobody wants, a leash up their arse.
I have yet to see any movement in the dark sector laboratory, though, on my camera.
Do you see any other movement anywhere else besides where we are right now?
At the moment, no.
All right.
Right. We need an action plan then,
Yeah, that's-
right? I mean,
Okay,
eventually it should go towards.
We've bought ourselves some time. We're not going to freeze now, and we can assume that it's at least not going to maybe head this way in this instance. So we have some time to formulate some sort of
Right.
plan.
The original plan was to trap it somewhere.
Yes.
And either blow it up or
Yeah.
shoot it, but the point was to trap it.
Yes.
Winston, how many entrances and exits are there into the Dark Sector laboratory?
There is only one. The main entrance.
Yeah, and it's underground. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I spend. That's my workplace. So.
Oh, okay.
It is in the dark sector.
So perhaps as soon as we get any hint that there's movement, we can close it off and
Right.
and then figure out what to do from there.
Yeah. Yes. That's not a bad plan for right now. What we're working with.
Okay.
Is there anything?
Well,
That
but Winston, is there anything on base that encapsulates heat, where we could use it as a type of camouflage?
I believe the weather or elements itself would be your most likely camouflage against heat.
So I guess that's a no.
So you may end up like your friend Sam here.
we may with the frostbite.
Right.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
may we have a moment?
I suppose so.
Could you please give us the room?
Pardon me?
Do you mind removing yourself from the room so I can have a moment with Sam?
I knew this was going to happen. He's in cahoots with that same laboratory that's...
Right. Well, the thing that I'm wondering is why he's trying to talk
So-
with Sam. You know, it's
Sure,
fine.
let's
Let's just...
I know when
let's-
I'm not wanted.
That's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
have a.
I'm just going to look around a little bit more.
It's
see if there's anything that we
strictly
can
business,
use.
so
I got you.
do
Yeah.
need a moment.
No worries. No worries, Matt.
We hit our... Seeing the wink, or not wink, but...
Sam,
Yes, Winston.
I have been asked that you provide a full debriefing of your recent mission.
I would love to provide a full debriefing, Winston. Perhaps you could get us out of here first. Maybe have them send some kind of team to get us.
I am the team.
You are the team.
I was notified. I was able to send help.
So help is on the way.
No, I was able to send help to you.
To me.
Correct.
What do you mean by that, Winston?
I was notified by our parent company
Yes. Okay.
to your distress beacon.
Right. And, you know, the distress beacon was supposed to be, hey, have a team come in and get us out of here.
Yes, and that is what I provided.
You know, you're doing a pretty shit job here, Winston. I have to tell you. Now,
I was able to, much to my surprise, keep the U.S. government from being informed of the situation.
all right.
I was able to route it through students
Listen to me. All right.
as to not alarm any of the military personnel on the base.
You have more information on this thing than I do.
I'm afraid I do not. I only have what you could possibly tell me. That is why a full debriefing has been requested.
Is there a way for you to access any data that may have been recorded about this DNA?
No. Apparently, the facilities were burned down.
Yeah. Well, okay. That was pretty necessary.
My counterpart was not online yet at the time of the burning.
Right. Was the burning successful in destroying the DNA at the other facility?
I would have no way of knowing, though there is a team on the way. Though, given the storm and the 6 months of night, it could be a very long time, and containment is of most concern.
How long do you think it will take for the team to get here?
Given that we cannot risk any more lives on the matter, it could be weeks.
Weeks plural?
Correct.
So containment is the most important thing, and that's all Synchronity cares about.
No.
No. What else do they care about?
Understand
Understanding.
and getting a full debriefing of what happened. Given
Okay.
that you were the only source of information of what happened.
Well, I would love to bring this thing back, and they can tear it apart and do everything they want to it. But we kind of have to deal with the problem first.
Are
which
you
is-
volunteering yourself?
No, I'm not volunteering myself. Do I look like I'm some spider monster? Okay, this thing is trying to kill us. Now we have to stop it. And as soon as we stop it, hey, perfect, take it. None of us want it here, okay? You guys can have it.
I would advise collecting more information on the specimen
And how do you recommend I do that?
in whichever means possible. I am currently, because I value my current predicament, holding off full containment.
Thank
Do you
for-
understand what I'm saying?
I
Sam?
do. Yes, I understand what you're saying, Winston. And please hold off full containment for as long as is possible.
For both of our sake.
Yes, that would be lovely. So if I'm able to find you some sort of sample, Winston, perhaps you could analyze it or tell us something about it.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be preferred.
Thank you for that, Winston. I will do my best. You're
Yes.
been a real help.
I would also like to advise that the other members of your group are expendable.
Okay.
They have no value.
I mean, they had a little bit of value. My arm is somewhat intact.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Winston. I'm going to do my best to get you that DNA, but in the meantime, I would appreciate regular updates. If you see movement, especially in the dark sector, you need to inform us.
Of course.
Okay.
Please, keep my generators online.
I will do my best. Okay.
All right, Frank,
I'll
you're a
head
bit close, okay? I'm just looking in my bag. I'm trying to find that captain's file.
Well,
that we
yeah, I
have
mean,
from-
well, they're taking their time. That's the only thing we've kind of got on us to.
All right, but, just, mate, there's a thing such as
Hey, all right,
personal
all right,
space.
I'm over here. I'm over
so
here.
Just,
All
I'm
right,
just
just
saying.
get it out.
Okay.
All right, so here's the list. It looks like there's a list of
So these.
different things that it's like, oh, make sure to check this, check that, and then it's got personnel.
Wait. Who's that? Thought I knew everyone on the base.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? I
That
only really mostly hung with
individual
the students.
Is Candace Ariella Courtney.
What does it say next to her? Anything else besides her name?
That she is a photographer on assignment from National Geographic.
We didn't pass a corpse that we didn't recognize in the room. Winston,
Right, he's probably still talking to Sam.
Yes.
do we? Who's?
Candace Ariella Courtney.
Where is she?
You
is
have
she-
her. How are her vitals? Are her vitals like ours, or are they like Davinia's?
I'm sorry. I have no record of said individual in my database.
No, she's here. She's in
says
the
she's
she's
on
in
her
the cap-
base.
Yeah,
On the-
she's
on
in the
the station.
captain's log. Like she's
She
one of the people
could
that's.
possibly be in the captain's log while still being out of my system. If she is here outside of U.S. government purview, then I will have no record of her on the base.
Where would she be?
Is there, Winston, using, your AI-ness and everything, if you had a photographer that was here from National Geographic, where would she most likely be located?
I'm sorry. I am unable to help you.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's
Alright,
get
well-
back in there because they've had enough time of talking.
I mean, well, let's just think about it real quick. I mean, we were in the visitor center and there's no one there. She wouldn't be at the construction offices. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe
Winston,
in the
you've got-
camping grounds.
You've
or
got CCTV in all the buildings, right?
Yes, except for those that have been lost.
Maybe she's in the clean air sector. I mean, atmospheric research.
That facility is offline.
It's offline.
Why? What reasons could it be offline?
I am unsure. It seems to have suffered the same fate as the tourist camp.
What the hell is going on? There's no reason why that creature would go after those facilities either.
Then maybe something else is at work, or maybe because the generator went down, other things are going down. Maybe it's the storm. You know, maybe it's a lot of things, Frank.
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest. Let's see if those two have finished kissing right now. What the hell? What's going on?
Right, you and your mate finished getting all cozy and everything.
Yeah, we'll,
Are you registered anywhere?
No. Seriously, what did that stupid computer
look,
say?
we should talk about it.
Okay.
We should talk about it. But maybe first we should figure out our plan for where we're going next.
Okay.
Right. Well, while you were, you know, smoozing up to to Winston, we found that there's another person that's on this base.
Well, potentially, we don't know that, but there's another person that's on the captain's log that we picked up from his room.
Okay.
And another facility went down.
Another facility went down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't know why.
Excuse me. I was told to inform you when there's been movement.
Yes,
Right.
Winston.
Yes, there is movement
Where?
Where's
in the dark sector laboratory.
Okay.
It worked.
Probably.
Well, yeah.
What do we want to do? Do we
Right,
want to
well-
try to kill it now?
Then we'll go there and
Confront
we'll
it or
know.
no?
There's only one exit, correct? And it's the dark sector laboratory. Is that underground?
Do you have
Or-
visuals, Winston?
Yeah.
You
You see
show
on
us.
the screen an image, and quite interestingly, there's a method.
What?
It's not random, it's not crawling, it's not hunting, it's doing something. It's building.
Huh.
What does it look like it's building?
It's hard to say from this camera or from this angle, but it's very clear that it's moving things and constructing things within this space.
What is
Right,
it doing?
No, that's like the area that it's in. I think that's communications for the dark sector. I mean, because a telescope.
It's a telescope, technically.
The telescope.
It's-
Wow.
It's like it's basically you just have to put in exactly where you want to concentrate on, and then like the telescope will swing it there. It takes a little bit to get there, though, right?
So it's not
'Cause
so stupid
very-
after all.
So
You
it's-
can
But-
see while it's building as well, there's a collection of things that resemble your tech, as in human tech, things from the facility, while also merging and kind of melding with this biology of the creature
What?
as it's taking its spider-like arms around certain pieces of equipment, and you see this pulsing moving through them as they start to like merge and shape around the tech as it then rips off its legs.
Oh my god.
One at a time, as you start to see it just ripping off its legs, as the legs fall into the equipment and start to pulse and glow, giving power to this device.
It's
Oh, God.
assimilating
Oh,
our
God.
technology or something. It's
Yeah.
trying to do something.
It
You
almost looks like it's armoring itself. We need to.
No, you know what it looks like. I mean, you've seen E.T., right? E.T. Phone Home,
Yeah.
and how he builds things, you know, out of just everything, household
Right,
so you're
objects. It
suggesting-
looks like it's building something. It looks like this alien life form is contacting perhaps the rest of its
E.T.
its
phone
kind.
home, right?
Well,
Oh my God! Do you have
while
any
it's-
idea how amazing this is?
it's not that amazing.
Not only are we not alone, it's actually making a signal
Look,
to.
right
Okay.
now is the only time we might have to take care of it while
Right.
it's busy.
Yes.
Well, right,
Good
but
point.
we also should see exactly where it's positioned. You know,
Why?
the device. Because this is the proof of alien life. We should at least know where it's
Everyone
going
here
to.
is dead, and you're talking
where
about
next?
science.
I'm just saying that this is a monumental discovery. I mean,
We
yes,
get
yes,
that.
we're
You
gonna,
can write
we're
a
gonna take
paper about
out.
it when we
Yes.
get home.
It's not just that. This is like this. If we just blow it up right now, without at
I would
least.
advise I shut off power to the facility.
Will that?
Right.
Will that? Can you still keep the heat to?
No.
Can you lock it in?
Can you read the coordinates that it has in the machine right now?
I would prefer to shut down the facility before any coordinates could be possibly sent out.
If-
It-
Right.
it
So
is-
let's shut it down. Let's shut it down.
But it's gonna lose the heat, and we're not gonna be able to get to it and kill it.
Well,
I
How
think-
long does it take to get to the?
oh, it It's an underground tunnel. It takes a second to get there.
And there's only one way out, right?
I mean, Winston, what's your best bet with us being able to hightail it over?
Well, so honestly,
Yes.
from
Wait.
a tactical standpoint,
Sure.
it's in a large room.
Right.
If we funneled it into the hallway, maybe by depowering the room, that might be our best bet.
All right, then.
Can we do that,
let's
Winston?
do that. Let's get it away from the equipment. We don't have to damage the equipment. We just need to damage
Yeah.
it.
Can you stop worrying about the equipment?
Can you do
I
all
have
that,
shut off
Winston?
all power to the facility.
Great.
All right.
Okay,
so
let's
we need
get to the
head,
tunnel.
We need to head
Would
to the
you
tunnel.
like me to heat the tunnel?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Thank you, Winston.
Heating diverted.
Okay, and we make our way there now.
Correct.
All right.
All right,
Let's
so
do that.
Good luck.
all right, so what we have with us, we have the carbine. You've got a
Yes.
gun.
I have a
we've got
pistol.
grenades.
You each have
We've got two grenades.
and I have one.
Let's grab some of these fuel cans. You know, couldn't hurt to have one of those.
Yeah, I've got this. Do you want to grab one of the fuel cans?
I'll grab this
Look,
one.
one of the things that Winston said was to make sure the generator stays online. Now, if it somehow gets past us, this is the most likely place it would go.
Right. I mean, we definitely need those generators if we're going to survive. And
Perhaps,
Alright,
perhaps what we should do is have Winston reroute heat somewhere else that's past the hallway, so that
Right.
it would go there instead.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Can we do that, Winston?
Well, how about the hallways and past the hallways, but we leave this room ice cold.
As cold as it can be and still have the generators working.
Right, Winston.
Right.
Can
Did
we
you
do
get
that?
Winston?
Yeah.
Thank you. Make it so. Let's head
So
out.
say we all.
Yes. Let's head to the tunnels.
As you start to make your way out of that room, you can't help but notice that Sam's amputated arm is nowhere to be seen.
You throw it over there.
Look, I've only had 3 drinks.
We were this way and having a conversation.
Yeah.
Right. And don't look at me. I don't know what you were doing while you were with Winston. And, you know, Frank, I don't
Winston,
even know you.
Is there any way for you to know where my arm went?
I'm sorry. No.
All right, I'm getting out of here. No, not staying. Let's go.
Wait.
Let's go.
Wait. Can you wait for a second?
No, I don't want
It's
to.
not the monster, so it's probably Candace.
No one is going to just see somebody's amputated arm and be like, "Oh, look, a
Well,
souvenir."
what do you think it is? If it was the creature,
You know
probably
what
would have killed
you know
us.
what I think it is? I think because he brought all of this in with him anyway.
whoa, I'm
maybe
not
you
infected.
had
You
some of this alien bacteria, and your
You saw
arm,
what it did to your
arm
friend.
did a thing, and it just like it
Yeah.
went right away.
All
and
right,
this is
arms
just gonna,
don't just crawl away. This isn't the Addams family, all right? This is real life.
That was the reference I was making.
That's right. Fuck it. Let's
We need to get to
just
the
head out.
tunnel. We
I'm
need to
not.
get to
I'm
the
not
tunnel.
staying here. I'm not staying here. So I'm.
We're going to the tunnel. Let's go. Fuck it. I just head to the tunnel now.
And I head with them.
Okay.
You know, I definitely know the way.
All right. You're all going to need to pass a roll as you step outside into the freezing cold, heading towards the underground tunnel on the opposite side of the elevated station.
Oh, it's. I've got no 6s and 2 1s. Oh.
You have
Yeah,
9 hope available.
Okay.
You also might want to start burning through some
Yeah.
of your...
Right.
Oh wait, we've got 9. I just want to roll 2. I'm going to use 2 hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Cindy! Oh fuck! Come on, please. Oh, 1! It's a 1. I would choose to reroll 1 another time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 6.
It's going to be a 6. It's going to be a 6 because it's the only thing it can be. It's going to be a 6.
Ah! Fuck! It's not. That's my.
So could you burn
No.
one of your...
He cannot.
But next time,
You all
we're
exit.
gonna burn things so we can get to our brink.
You all exit the subsurface fuel station, making your way towards the entrance to the underground tunnel on the opposite side of the elevated station. Sam once again leading the way with his one good arm shining the light into the distance. As you're following behind him, you start to feel... Now, I would like to remind everyone, these aren't quick trips, though it may seem like that because it's happening basically by them saying, I go here and I go there. Each of these trips could be up to 30 minutes or more. They're fighting against the cold wind. They're fighting against extreme conditions. So over the course of that time period, you start to feel your feet go numb.
Fuck.
You start to lose all feeling, and towards the end, Sam is all but dragging you into the tunnel. As you get to the edge of the tunnel where you can feel the heat radiating out that Winston's pumped into it, you have one long tunnel with flashing lights that goes as far as your eye can see. You currently see nothing in it, but you've lost all feeling in your feet as they've gone frostbitten all the way up to the bottom of your shins. And on that, we lose a candle. This chapter ends.
Fucking goddamn it.
We have some truths to reveal. Truth discovery.
That was a painful fail of a roll. Jesus.
Winston wants to protect his friends. Winston knows how to kill the creature for good. Winston's memory core is near the backup generators. It'd be very easy for someone like Frank to overheat the core to past its safe operating levels. Okay, so this discovery is very close to acting like a GM power. I would say to modify that, the discovery is that you remember that the core has to be kept at a low temperature because if it overheats, it'll fry the entire system.
And the core was by the backup generator, and that's the core. That's Winston's core, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Gonna kill you, Winston.
But it's interesting because this is almost like 3 different things in one, Heretic. It sounds a lot like a GM power because it's also saying that Winston knows how to kill the creature, Winston's memory cores near the backup generators, and Frank knows how to overeat the core. So that's like 3 things. So I'm going to say, I'm going to negate some of that and say that last part, you know, overheat.
Yep.
You know that that's something you've heard.
Yep.
And
I would know what it does. What
and that it's where the core is, the memory core is near the backup generators. You know that as well.
So,
It's okay, Heretic. No worries, man.
Okay.
We'll adapt. We adapt. That's what we're all
that,
about.
And the core is responsible for what on Winston? Just disabling Winston, or it's
his
memory core, right?
It's a memory core. It's his,
I see. Okay, I
it's
see.
basically him, and it would wipe everything. If
So
you were to
and
destroy it.
we don't know the stuff about like
Just Frank knows, right?
just
Only
Frank.
Frank.
Just- Yeah. Okay.
That's only information Frank would have.
Hey, I'm happy to share.
Truth discovery. Kennedy finds a flare gun and some flares, unbeknownst to Frank and Sam. So I would say you would have collected those while you were looking for the first aid. And those are the truths that will define the next section. Thank you, Heretic Rada, for that truth.
Thanks.
We just
Thank
had to
you.
adapt a little bit.
You
No
got
worries.
it.
It's still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
for
that's
sure.
that's information that most
For
likely
sure.
Frank's going to want.
And
Yep.
Thank you so much for the flares and the flare gun.
But that arm that went missing.
Yeah.
I wonder what
that's
I'll get to do
strange.
with that.
Right. I wanted to explore that too.
No.
On that note, only 6 remain as we move into chapter number 5.
God.
Frank?
How you doing?
Not good. I take
What's
off my
going-
I take off my boots, both of them. Jesus. The
God.
black. My.
Oh, God.
You
Hand
hear the
still work,
sound
right?
echoing down through the hallway of this long tunnel.
Fuck.
Can you still
Fuck.
shoot that thing?
I can shoot it, but I don't know if I can
Let's,
walk.
Let's sit you down. Let's sit you down somewhere.
Right.
Do we have a?
All right, well,
Uh,
I've got this fuel can, and you've got that gun. It's pretty much a bottleneck. It's going to have to, get through us? Is this the plan now? It has
This
to get
is-
through us.
This is the plan.
Oh, God, no.
Listen, we've got grenades. The gun did seem like it did a lot of damage in stopping power. We might have to use.
Can we see all the way down the hallway, or is it pretty dark?
There's light, but it's very long, and the heat coming off of it's distorting your vision as all the steam from the surrounding area and all the kind of ice that's melting as the heat is pumped up in this facility.
It might help if someone had flares.
Right, that would help
Fuck.
if we had that.
Is there?
It's gonna come this way, okay? We just got to be ready for it.
Jesus.
Right,
I
but
shine
right,
my,
right now we've got the element of surprise because it doesn't know that we're here, right? And if it just sees with heat, then everything's hot. It might not even be able to see us. Maybe that kind of makes
Well, you
sense.
have the fuel canisters, right? Perhaps we could
Light a
fire.
trail or something
Yeah,
so we could see
something
down the hall, the tunnel.
That seems
Okay,
like a
well, I
good
can't
idea.
move to light it up. Does someone want to do that?
I got one arm.
I'll do a trail of fuel, and then a puddle of it. So if we see it, that'll be
That's
the
what
first
we just
line.
said. Thank you.
So let me get this straight. You're making a trail of fuel as you walk into the tunnel.
It's like
Go get 'em.
pouring it, like there near the mouth.
That's
and
a
then
quarter-mile long tunnel.
Well, I'm not going all the way down. This is
Just long
Just
enough.
a
Just
long-
long enough for our eyesight to see it.
So how long? Tell me exactly how far down you run this fuel.
What's the range of well, could
I run it from because we're right there at the entrance.
Yeah.
I run it to, I guess.
could I
to the-
suggest something? What's the range? And an ex-SWAT would know this. The range of an automatic rifle. How many yards that is?
Oh, I mean, it'll reach down the entire hallway for sure.
How about? Oh Jesus. Okay.
We don't want it to know that we're here yet, though. So I'll do fuel down towards the skiway, and then I leave the rest of the fuel can right there and run back.
Okay. All right.
Just a question as well.
Roll for it. As you leave the rest of the group behind and make your way down this tunnel alone.
And I ready my flare gun.
Okay.
Running away from the fuel as she goes.
Oh. All of a sudden, I just.
Good luck. Good luck.
Right.
No.
Yikes.
1-1.
This is. I'm not rolling well tonight.
You had no sixes at all?
No, no sixes.
Just
Seems
one
like you
one.
guys should have been burning through your abilities much quicker so you can get to that
Yeah.
brink. huh?
Right. I'm gonna burn
Maybe,
one right now, instead of using the hope. I'm gonna burn because once I burn this, then I can start using my brink.
Good. Yeah. Nice.
I'm burning
play.
diligent.
You
Because
diligently.
It makes a lot of sense that I would be extremely diligent about this fuel that I'm pouring down this. Wow, this
Yes.
was such a bad idea. Pouring down this hallway while I have the flare gun ready. And this will be a 6. This will be a 6. Or a 1. This will be a 6.
What was it?
It was a 2.
You do with a smile.
As you stay behind on the ground, your feet black, you've stayed with Frank. You take the gas can and start pouring it down all the way through, making your way down towards the center. You get towards the edge of this, and you hear a sound coming down the way. As it starts moving towards you, and you hear the sound of clawing on the ground. As you look up and you see this figure through the heat, through the steam, it's kind of like a little bit distorted as it gets closer and closer, moving at full speed directly towards you. So you
Far enough.
lay down the gas can and start making your way back. As you're running, you see it moving closer, closer, starting to scream. And you turn and see, just as it's close towards the gas can, and you look up and you see your friends further down, hundreds of yards away. And you turn again, seeing, and you make a decision. And you take out your flare gun, and you shoot the ground next to you.
Oh my god!
As the flame hits the ground, going in both directions, as you see a flame heading towards you all and the other flame heading back as you continue to try to run in that direction. As it makes its way moving towards the back, you see the creature, as you look back to watch, stop, turn, and run the other direction. As it gets to the gas can and explodes. It sends a flame barreling down the tunnel directly towards you as the flash of the fire hits your entire back and throws you through the air as you lose consciousness immediately, falling to the ground. You see this happen as her body falls forward. You did not, from your angle, you were not able to see the creature run the other direction as the flame barrels out and singes the hair off of your face as the heat hits you, moving its way out of the facility. As it clears with all the steam, you find it extremely hard to breathe as it's basically burned the oxygen out of that room for the moment. You see her body laying on the ground, smoke rising from it.
Is she on fire?
I'm gonna say no, but she's laying there with smoke rising off of her back in the middle of the hallway.
All right. I run over to her and I grab one of her arms and try to pull her back down the hallway.
Okay. You run over, you grab her with one arm, and you start pulling her back. You hear the sound coming from the end of the hall way down. Whether or not the creature was burned, you don't know.
Okay.
As you drag her towards the end, towards Frank, you're holding the gun, looking down that way. As you see her being pulled forward, as you're dragging her on the ground, her body remains motionless. As you can see the back of her entire top of her shoulder and back, and the back of her calf muscles, the clothing around it has burned into her skin as it's kind of singed in, and you can see raw skin on her back corner there as you drop her to the ground. And a light goes out, and
Jesus.
5. As that light goes out,
Two-parter, anyone?
you see on the opposite end of the facility the remaining vehicles next to the construction zone,
Sure.
down at the bottom of the map there.
You said
You see them light up as one by one they burst into flame.
Holy shit.
And on that note, we end chapter number 5.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good, friends.
We have a new truth that defines this next chapter. Character. The reason Frank distrusts Winston is because Winston accidentally left one of Frank's workers outside for too long. It's been written off as a freak accident, but Winston feels he needs to apologize.
Huh.
Currently, you are in no position to speak to Winston,
Yep.
but we come back in on her body laying on the ground. What do you two do?
Look, I have no expertise in handling something like this.
Man, I'm just the trash guy, okay?
All right,
You don't have any kind of
I need to
field medic?
I need
I mean
to- I need to tell you. All right, I spoke to Winston before, and I think this is the only place we can talk about it that's not out in the freezing cold. So
shoot.
he wants us to get a sample.
I fucking knew it.
He wants us to
Fucking
get
knew
a
it.
sample. And supposedly, if we get him a sample, it's possible that he could tell us more about it and maybe even how to kill it. He also said that you two are expendable.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, okay? Because it's not the first time Winston has
Look,
thought that about someone I held very close to me.
now, all right. What do we do with her?
I mean, geez, I
What do we do with you?
Do either of you check for a pulse?
I do.
let's-
Yeah, I check for a pulse.
I'm gonna let you roll.
What? Okay, Jesus.
If you would like to roll, it's basically up to you
Yeah.
on whether or
What
not
is? Yep.
she's alive or dead. If you succeed the roll and you succeed getting more 6s than me, you can describe the situation. If you fail the roll, I'm going to ask Marquia to leave the table.
Do you hear that? Your fate is in my hands.
Oh, God. I'm taking the Milanos with me.
I choose to roll, of course.
Oh, wow.
You have
please
5
10
dice.
10 candles, gods.
Plus the hope.
Burn,
Yes.
burn everything.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
God. Get more 6s than Zach.
6
That's
on
good.
the first roll. 6 on the second
2
roll.
6s.
6 on the
3
third roll.
6s!
1 on the hope die, but that's okay. That's the hope die. 4. Wait. 5.
I had no 6s.
Oh my
Please tell me,
Wow.
tell me what happened.
Marquia's
Down.
dead. No, I'm kidding.
Tell me what happened.
No
Down.
pulse. Her face is burned off. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I check a pulse. It's actually pretty strong. The burning actually was it so happened that the clothing she wore, I'm not sure what material it was, but it was enough to, even though it singed it and it was kind of sticking to it, it didn't really penetrate it. And so she doesn't look too damaged from expecting. I kind of tug on some clothes here.
Ow.
And she does, nope, she's
no,
fine.
not yet. Ow. Ow.
She's fine.
Ow.
Ma-
Don't tug at me. Oh, God, where is it? Where is it? Did
With
you
what?
see it? Did you see it? Where is it?
Did you see it?
Yeah, it was, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, am I on fire?
There was
Am
a
I on
huge
fire?
explosion. I'm
Ah.
surprised. Well,
Can't
some
believe
would
you're
say
alive.
it was the
What?
fate of benevolent God that
What?
you're okay. Just saying.
Good.
Are you okay?
It
You're a little-
seems absolutely amazing.
Like a miracle,
Oh,
one might add.
Complete miracle that I'm not completely dead right now.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
You said you saw it.
I
Yeah, it
shine my
was-
light down the hallway.
You see a figure. Now, the explosion caused the lights in the middle of this long hall to no longer be there. As you shine your light up, you see a figure moving as it's starting to run, and it starts to move faster.
Towards us.
As you're looking in this general direction, you hear a sound and you feel a tug on your belt. As you hear it, chink, and you look over and you see a young woman holding one of your grenades in her hand. As everyone down, and throws the grenade down the hallway. As you see an explosion hit in the center of this hall, as you see a bunch of rock crumble in the middle, about 100, I will say 75 yards in front of you, as it hit and rolled and went down and starts to crumble the tunnel on the inside as a burst of dust and steam comes flying down.
Who the hell are you?
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? That flame! It's attracted to heat!
We know.
Yeah,
we were
that's
trying to
the
kill
point.
it.
Wait, we were trying to kill it. Are you Candace? Is your
Yes.
name Candace?
Yes, how do you know? I don't
We-
know you. I don't know
We
you.
saw you on the file
On
on
the
the captain's
captain's
log.
log. Oh my God.
Is the captain dead?
Yeah, he
Everyone's
took off.
dead.
He took.
No,
The captain took off, but
yeah, they've left. Oh my God! I was on fire.
whoa,
I was
whoa.
on fire. That happened.
You sound
that
like
was
you
a
know.
thing.
You sound like you know something.
do you?
I've been watching it
How have you been watching?
with my camera.
How?
You're-
How did it not follow you? It's been following us everywhere.
I was up in the tower and I've been watching it.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been watching all of you. I tried to signal for you, but you couldn't see me.
Look, this conversation needs to happen, but maybe we should head back to the generator. Make sure that the monster's not going there.
It can't.
No,
This is a bottleneck.
This won't. You realize this won't.
What?
It's been changing.
It's been changing.
It's been evolving
Okay.
Oh,
quickly.
It's been adapting to our environment, hasn't it?
Do you have any idea? Did you see it in the laboratory? Do you know what it was doing?
I couldn't see inside the. I just saw it go
It
into
looked
the
like
tunnel.
it was using the communications technology that we have.
How do you know that? How did
we
you?
were
Because
seeing on the
that's where I
CC.
work.
Winston was showing us.
That's
Winston, that
Son of a
computer.
bitch. Yeah. Listen.
right, and it was
No, wait.
using my equipment and all my tech, and it was repositioning the telescope,
We
everything.
have Sam did have something to say about Winston too. Just so you know, the core. I'm going to share it now. Winston's memory core is by the generator too.
Okay.
Now you had something to say about Winston just before that
Yeah, everyone
miracle
needs to-
happened.
all right, everyone needs to listen up now.
Yeah.
Winston.
Are we safe right here for right
Well,
now?
it's trapped behind all that rubble. Let's,
I doubt for very long.
Okay.
That I've seen it claw through entire buildings.
Jesus
Okay, we
Christ.
need to get out of here quickly. But
Okay,
before
me
we
too.
get anywhere, where Winston hears us, first of all, everyone here is expendable to him, and he wants us to find a sample.
Okay. Do not trust the AI.
Don't trust the AI.
Don't
I mean,
trust
it's
the
just
AI.
Siri. I mean,
No,
it's
it's
a
by
little
the-
more
Right.
complicated than
Let's-
that.
Candace, I'm with you. I don't understand what they're saying. It's just AI.
Let's go back to the generator.
wait,
like
so
were
you
saying.
guys know where this thing came from?
Look,
Right,
we know
it's
that it's
from
alien.
him,
It's not from
and it's
me.
alien.
No, it's from the company
He's
that
the
he
one
was
that
at.
brought it here.
I didn't-
Wait,
It wrote on his
were you,
clothes like
you
some
all were on the
ghostly
helicopter
hitchhiker.
that came in,
We all were.
Yeah.
right when the plane took off. So this thing there's no version of this where it got on that plane.
No. The
probably
plane,
not.
the
Gone,
plane
okay.
was already gone before.
Oh, thank God.
You know, by the time we got here.
No, I've been watching it. It's changing so quickly. It's adapting.
I mean,
What
because
has
it's
it-
alien intelligence.
What has it looked like? It's been
Because
adapting.
it's-
What's the trend? Does it
Well, I
look
just
like?
mean okay, so we know right now it's been following heat, but I don't think it's going to do that for long. It's been changing its body, its physiology.
It sounded like it was in pain.
Well, looked like it was trying to use our communications technology. That's probably what it's focused with now.
I don't think it's necessarily.
We're
I
listening.
don't think it's just
What?
maneuvering like an animal.
Okay.
It seems to have a purpose.
Which is what do you think up
Oh.
to now from looking at it?
What? It's phoning home.
It's-
Obviously, it's letting its people
Right,
know.
but Winston
its
has-
people know where it is. It's letting them know where Earth is,
Well, that sounds pretty
and
bad
it's
to
letting
me.
us.
Wait,
it's letting us know where they
what
are.
What do you mean? Know where Earth is?
I mean, well,
Look,
think
it's-
about
look,
it. If you end up somewhere and you're lost and you find a phone, I mean, you're
She
going to
doesn't
let.
know,
you're
okay?
Yeah.
It's alien. It's not from Earth.
Isn't that a miracle? It's an actual
Fuck
alien.
you!
Yeah, it's not a miracle.
Yeah,
I mean-
fuck you! No, fuck you! Stop talking.
What do you have to add?
You're bullshitting me.
No, it's not. Look, I work for
This
a
isn't
company.
just like
We-
some creature we've never.
We saw it on the panel. It's assimilating our technology, the communications technology, for a
You've seen it yourself. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I just thought it was some creature that survived on this stuff. Paul, I don't know.
It looks like it's not
It's-
just a dumb creature. It looks like you said, it has a purpose, and we saw that purpose. Okay, we saw it.
Right. It's proof that we're not alone.
It is, but
But we should take care of it.
Wait,
Take
wait,
care
wait.
of
Okay,
it?
You
hold
mean
on,
take
hold on.
As
care
in
of
take
it.
care. As in
Hold
you
on.
know,
Okay,
slit
so
the
this
throat.
creature.
Take care of it.
Okay, so it's.
Yes.
You know it's alien. How do you know it's alien?
All right, I work for a company. I was a security guard, by the
Okay,
way, so
security
don't
guard.
come down on me. It was a company called Synchronity. Okay.
Yeah, and the Nazis were just following orders.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It-
okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you for
Hey.
being an asshole.
Listen,
all right?
Well,
he's
you
been
know-
protecting us so far, right?
I'm
Continue.
just saying.
Yeah, as you can see,
She's
by the
got
way.
He's got
point.
information about the
Candace is
that-
a young woman, by the way, so she's gonna look at you like, what?
Okay, Candace, please continue. I really want everyone to hear what Sam has, because it's the only place that Winston isn't big brothering us.
Look, this thing is not from this Earth. All right, it attaches its DNA to other things and attempts to meld with them.
What-
all right?
okay,
That's
what-
all I know.
Okay, I've been out
Including
here
the technology.
I've been doing this for a long time. So you're saying it's assimilating to DNA. What did it... That's obviously not just a human. What creature did it...
Oh,
did it
it
woman?
started in a mite.
A mite?
A bug.
A mite.
and then it burrowed in. It went
burrowed
into
her
friend.
my friend.
Another
Davinia, who
a biologist on the station, and that is what you saw has become.
A mite. So, and wait. Did you say it was a biologist?
Yes.
right,
Her
yeah.
name was
Yeah, you know,
Davina.
the only
mean,
one that
she-
might have been able to tell us a
Hold
little
on,
more
hold on.
about it.
Okay,
She's an amazing
this is
person.
a theory. From what I've seen, and from what you've seen, we have to assume this is a highly intelligent creature.
Yes.
I don't think a mite's an accident.
Don't think it
In
might
what
be an
way?
accident.
An accident in what way?
A mite is technically the most durable creature in Antarctica. It is the fiercest predator. It is able to survive, and it's not looking for heat. It's got the DNA of a mite. A mite can survive the harshest conditions. It can technically turn its body off and reanimate when it needs to. And then you say it assimilated with a biologist. It killed other
Right.
people, right?
So it wasn't.
Right,
So it was.
it-
it was
It
after.
chose her
Yes.
It
for
shows
a reason. It
Davinia.
chose a person that knew
Really?
how it could survive, a biologist.
Wow.
I mean, the
Someone
level
who would understand the most about its current
Then
situation.
you're saying it's highly intelligent. Or was it just like an evolutionary
not-
biological?
Not only is it highly intelligent, it's able to hold on to that intelligence throughout different forms. I mean,
Whatever
think-
it assimilates their knowledge as well. Is what you're getting at?
It assimilates their knowledge as well. Everything she knows, it knows.
God.
Everything that might knew, that's coded into its DNA, it knows.
Its characteristics.
So then
its
the question next
its
is,
structure.
what else is it trying to learn?
The technology it's trying to assimilate. Are you saying it assimilates biological and technological?
I'm not saying that. You're saying that?
Yeah,
Well,
look,
we
we
saw
saw
it.
it.
We saw it, and it was taking
It
it
was-
was taking things in the lab, and it was wrapping itself around it, and it was.
and then parts of itself were breaking off and assimilated into the tech,
So
and it
each
was
cell,
moving the telescope.
so each cell of that creature, even its limb,
is alive.
is able to assimilate. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Maybe it's not one intelligence; it's a bunch of intelligences
cell in that
together.
body
wait, but the DNA that it attached itself to, it doesn't have that ability. A mite can't. If a mite breaks off a part of its body, it's not going to regrow that limb. It doesn't
Right.
have like a lizard genetic code.
Okay.
So
So what?
when it took those pieces of its body off, what did it look like? What was it doing?
It was pulsating. It looked like it.
It like melded.
Yeah, it looked like it
into
became
As if
a
it
part
was
of it.
absorbing
It melded
them.
into the electronics, and not
pulsing.
Yeah.
impulsing.
Look, maybe if the
Well, in
thing's so
nature, in
smart-
nature, that's energy. That's
So
you know,
you're saying-
like an underwater creature. That's heat. That's electricity.
So
that's
we took-
energy.
So
we
it's
told Winston
powering
to
it
turn
up.
off the power. Now it's possible that
It
you're
may not need the power off.
exactly.
Oh God.
Right.
Oh God.
And
then it
we
get.
we still can't have it
Wait a
communicating.
minute. Wait a minute. You say Winston's smarter than Siri?
Oh my God.
Right,
back
he's
on the
supposed to be
Siri.
the most evolved AI that exists anywhere, right? Isn't that what Tove was saying?
Did your friend Devina know that?
What's your point?
Dead.
Oh, Davina would spend a lot of time with Tove.
You're trying to suggest that it's going to
Um,
assimilate Winston, aren't you?
If,
I mean,
if
To-
Devina knows that Winston's the
the-
smartest,
That
Tove
Wow.
was
Look, we
always
gotta
trying
get,
to
uh,
show
we need
off.
we need to shut off Winston. Oh God,
Yeah.
we need to shut off Winston because if it assimilates Winston, Winston has networks all the way around the world. Ah, this could be a trouble.
Okay.
He could use the internet to I don't know what.
Winston's not going to let us turn him off.
Well,
He-
maybe if we give Winston what he wants.
A sample.
Yeah. Maybe over on those rocks over there.
For what purpose?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere near there.
Because
I had one miraculous escape. I'm
Well, you're not suggesting. I mean, this is what I got. That it's possible that if it could assimilate technology, that it could assimilate Winston somehow. Like the technology tie into Winston. That's.
Oh, that would be so bad.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
saying to
bad
shut
for all
off
of us.
Winston at his core
Okay.
to prevent that.
I
we'd have
think
to-
that sounds like a good idea, but
I think we have to.
We'd have to take out
We can
Winston's
still have the-
memory core.
look, and
but
it's in the
not,
generator.
Not,
If we take
not
out
just
Winston-
that. Listen, Not just that, we take out Winston's memory core, we also have to take out whatever it's doing to my tech in the laboratory, and the only way in is through that rubble
Look,
that we just caused.
If we take out Winston, we'll never figure out how to kill this thing.
I'm thinking this grenade, these grenades would do it. And right now, I don't even trust Winston to tell us how to get rid of it, because
Okay, so what do you suggest?
I suggest we go back to the backup generator.
How are
disable
you
this-
going to get back over
I don't
there?
know. Maybe you guys can do it, but
Well, I think it's...
I tell you what. Why don't I stand? I don't know. I'm not in any shape to move there. But I know
It's not
his memory core is back by the backup generator, and he needs to be disabled. Otherwise, if he's alive, and this creature somehow is able to assimilate our technology and Winston, it's gonna have the control of this powerful
the entire
AI world.
Also, the entire facility.
It's gonna have this entire
All right.
facility. The internet might have
Great.
access to the warheads. I don't
Would,
know.
Then we all
would
agree we
Kennedy-
take out
Yes.
Winston.
Would Kennedy know how to turn off the memory core if we brought her just her
Is
there?
it difficult
we
to?
need Frank.
Could I tell them how to do it? Is it difficult to turn off the memory core? Is it just?
It's not been established that you guys have communication devices outside of speaking to each other.
Right.
No,
So
no,
We'd have to
just
bring you.
just tell me. Just tell me
Can I-
Now,
what it is that you know.
are you going to do anything about the sharp, fever-like pain that's riding up
Well,
your
you haven't
legs?
mentioned that it's kind of like
Doesn't
going
mean
up.
it's not there.
Seems fine right now.
Do you want to
How-
tourniquet off the parts of your legs so the blood poisoning doesn't go further up?
And I say yes and to that. Yes. Fuck
Alright.
yes.
Let's tourniquet the legs then.
Just okay,
Well,
right? They're
perhaps
they're
you should do it since
tourniqueted.
I only have one.
They're
Wait,
tourniqueted.
she's been a bad
So-
roller so far.
No, they're already tourniqueted. So Candace, you want to go to the backup generators with me? We'll take out Winston.
Well, don't you need Frank?
No,
Do they
but
need
he's-
me to turn off?
You're the only one that knows.
So just tell me how.
Can I just tell her how?
Can you?
I would make you roll for that because you being the only one that knows means you should be the one that does it. And if you're going to pass that knowledge on to someone else and them fully understand it, I'm going to make you succeed that roll because that means she's going to have to also have known it. but
We're gonna have
you're
to
the only
roll
one that
either
knows it.
way.
Exactly. I have to roll either way. Whether
You
it's
wouldn't have to roll to shut it off because you know how.
Well, but wouldn't we
Yeah,
have
Right,
to roll
but
to
I'm
take
saying
gonna have to roll to get
out.
there.
So it's better that I roll to get out.
Well, we could just carry him, right? Would we have to roll
right.
for
So
that?
well, yeah. So it's better that I just roll to get
We're
out.
gonna have to roll for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. No, okay. No, it's better. It's one less roll to get me out. So let's do that.
All right. So.
Let's all roll individually because that's helped in the past. 5, 2, jinx myself. 6. Fuck yeah. 6. Fuck yes. 3. 2 6s. Yes.
Nice.
God.
So were you
Okay.
passing the information along, or were
No,
you?
no,
Yeah.
no, because
We were.
You were just rolling to.
We were taking him
no,
with us.
because
if you guys don't start making very clear decisions and tell me what you're doing, there will be punishment.
I'm going with you. That was one less roll. We
Okay.
worked that out.
Okay.
You're going with him. That's
And
your.
I've already made it out. I've succeeded the roll to go. So,
So-
that's fine.
All right.
You can't
yeah.
walk, so who's carrying?
Yeah.
Probably makes.
You,
I have-
'cause you-
Well, okay, I'll do it. I have one arm, but I
Well,
have
he's
the
the
whole.
X1. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I
he's
have
a
my
big
whole
dude.
shoulder. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So you're
thanks.
carrying him on
Yeah,
your shoulder.
um,
I'm going to say that roll was for you to carry him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll
Oh,
put
sweet.
we'll put a belt around the both of you.
Oh,
so
fun.
there you go.
Yay.
So I,
We're like
you
one
know,
whole person.
Have a big backpack on.
We've got 5 dice.
Now you're still coming out of it. Candace kind of helps you as you're feeling the pain on your back overwhelming you a little bit, as it is quite
Ah.
painful what you went through. You're
You
not
you're
just,
coming with us, right?
Despite
Right.
what Frank might say, you're not just completely healed from that.
She regenerated her tissues
Yeah,
somehow.
that's not how that
I'm
works.
the doctor.
As you start to make your way out of that edge of that tunnel and starting moving back towards the subsurface fuel arches, you notice out in the dark sector a light. What? The power's supposed to be off in that sector, but you notice a light, a glow coming from the research facility
Well, this
out in the dark sector.
It's doing it. It's going. I hope we come back in time then.
Well, we need to. Well, let's
Let's
double
shut
time this
Winston
too.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
There's
need to
no
get
way
there.
we can allow this to assimilate the technology of Winston.
Okay. You
Um,
make your way through the cold.
do-
You got to roll.
Oh
yes.
God!
Yeah,
I thought he
do-
forgot.
do
Oh, I
all of
didn't.
us have to go.
No, those two are covered. Mike's roll covered them.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yay.
Candace,
Yeah.
do you want to go with them to shut down Winston, or should we go try to get through this tunnel to, I don't know, grenade this alien off our planet. I'm totally going to leave this up to you because it's either outside in the cold or
If that
going down the
really
tunnel.
is some sort of device for it to send more things like it here, we got to turn it off.
Don't
We got to destroy it. So let's go to the satellite.
I've not had the best luck, but sounds like a good idea.
Now, we're not going to be able to go through the tunnel.
I know.
We're going to have to do this up top. You think you can make it?
Well, I've walked back and forth to and from the Dark Sector laboratory, on top and underground. I feel like I know it well enough to make this happen.
Okay. So the two of you start making your way towards the subsurface fuel arch.
Maybe that one at a time thing is something.
Try it. Try it. Yay! It works. It works.
2 sixes.
Yeah, 2 sixes.
Okay. Maybe it's just my left hand. Yeah.
No, it's the individual rolling.
Okay.
Nice.
Good. Well
Okay.
done.
So you start making your way towards the satellite as the glow gets more intense as you go. I'm going to check in with you guys first. As you know, you've split up with your group. And you get to the subsurface fuel arches. And you make your way inside. Now, upon doing so, when you get there, to your surprise, the door is wide open. And you could have swore that you closed that door.
Those doors were open. And I pull...
Yeah,
my-
So you're
Ready,
like
Mike.
on his shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm using his
You're
shoulder as
also,
a...
After that walkthrough and the intense strain on your body, you've got an intense fever.
Fuck.
And you're starting to feel a little lightheaded, and thoughts are coming harder to pull out.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah. We'll make it. It's just up ahead. Let's just be vigilant.
All right. So yeah, we push into the generator room, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm...
With guns
As
at the ready.
you move into the generator room,
Excuse me.
much to your surprise on your way in, Winston didn't check in with you and any of the panels on the inside of the building.
Winston, are you there, buddy? Winston?
It's just further up.
Look, you
I don't know what's going on, but I don't trust him. He works for the same company that tried
might
to...
be able to hear. Perhaps we should do the thing that we came here to do.
With the generator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way towards the core. And as you step into the room, you notice before you get around the corner, pieces of equipment, metal stripped out, almost leading a trail to the core. As you come around a dark corner and your light comes up, you see an empty hole on the side of the room from where Winston's core once was.
I'm assuming that's where we needed to
Yes.
be. Yeah.
And I'm assuming that hole was done by the creature, because what else could it have...
Well, when would it have done it? My arm.
What?
Look, I don't know. I don't know. Everyone I ever saw come in contact with that thing melted. Maybe this wasn't frostbite.
Are you saying that you're going to be assimilated at some point, and that I'm...
I think we took care of that, but I think maybe
Your missing arm was taken by the thing, and it's Adam's family, this core out of here.
I think, yep.
I shine my light down the hole. What do I see?
You're just seeing pieces of equipment and like bolts,
Is that a
nuts,
tunnel?
wires. No, it's just a long building with fuel lodge. It's long, kind of like.
Oh,
Maybe
sorry. So
tubes.
it's been removed and it's taken out
Yeah.
as opposed
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
I understand
Yeah, yeah.
now. Sorry.
Maybe
But you're
there's
seeing
like
pieces all
blood
around the
trail
floor.
or gunk.
Yeah,
you know,
let's
it's
shine the
amputated
light around
arm.
it.
Well, yeah. Where's the equipment? Where's the trail of equipment leading to?
Further into the subsurface fuel arches, you see this long corridor going back. These tubes are white, circular. You know them to be the fuel tubes. And the hallway itself, next to the tubes, leading in this building going back, is only about 1.5 feet wide. So you have to kind of like be on your side and holding him on your side if you were to walk through it.
What say you?
I mean, I'm curious.
As am I. All right.
We're not doing so well, you and I anyway.
Yep.
You start, as you're going down, to see pieces of metal that have been bent and turned and then ripped off, like entire sections of metal rebar that have been removed. You're seeing more wires and things strewn against the ground.
It's collecting
It looks-
materials.
It's
or something.
possible. I guess, yeah, are we able to make our way in?
Sure.
Follow the trail.
While you're doing that, it's very slow moving because of the tightness
Okay.
of this. And as you're doing it, the lights begin to flicker. And you hear this sound of rustling at the very end of the building, but it's currently out of your sight. I'm going to check back in with Kennedy and Candace making their way towards the tower. You've now gotten to this facility. Now, the only entrance was on the bottom, but as you're getting closer, where you notice the glow of light coming out from is a little bit higher on this dome building. And it looks as if the creature had ripped a hole into the building itself. It's like kind of like an igloo dome with satellites around it. And Candace like leaning in toward you. I think we need to climb up inside. I can boost you up.
Right, I think this is the only way in. So, I mean, the other entrance is underground. There might be a hatch somewhere, but we don't have time.
We're
to
gonna have
search
to
for
climb.
It.
I can boost you.
All right, and then I'll help you up behind.
Okay. So she reaches up, grabs your foot, and lifts you up as you kind of climb and scurry up. And as you make your way into the rip part, you see down inside as this. As you see down inside, you see this tower-like spire that is now kind of circling up towards the center of the dome with these long strands that have come out and are connecting to all the other equipment inside this facility. And you see this gold pulsing, moving its way through the strands as it connects to the equipment.
Oh God, it's really doing it. It's contacting another planet.
Help me up! Come on!
Here,
Grab
come
my
on.
hand!
Come on up.
As you grab her and lift her up in, she looks down. Oh my God.
It's doing it. It's only been out here for how long? And
Like an hour, 2 hours. I don't know. I lose track of time in the night.
all right. Well,
How do we stop this? How do we keep this from? If it connects life on another planet,
then it's game over. I mean,
we have to
only
just,
one of these things have taken out this entire base, this entire station. We're gonna have to just blow this thing to hell. We're gonna have to stop
have to
it.
burn it.
Yeah.
As she says that, you notice on one of the screens down below things that are moving, like locations, coordinates.
Oh God. Maybe we should get a little closer to be able to see this, and we can. I've got 2 grenades on me, so we can, if we get a little closer.
No, we need to just drop the grenades in from
Well, it's like
in here and jump into the snow.
Well, it's just, you see that screen right there? That's got coordinates on it, and I can't really see it from just right here. But I mean, if we just get a little bit closer, then I can see, and we can. This is a really good discovery. See,
A
like
discovery?
for humankind. I mean, if we know where this is contacting, I mean, think about it. If something
What?
does get out, then
No,
we know
what?
where it's coming from.
And who's gonna tell someone? I'm gonna ask you an honest question right now.
What?
Do you believe that you're gonna survive through this?
Of course I am. We all are. I mean, we only...
You're a fucking idiot. We're dying. You have to know. You have to know. We don't come out of this alive. Any of us. How? We're cut off.
It's just right.
Facilities are being destroyed. Systems are shutting down. So what? You get that information and what? Someone writes a nice paper about you. And they find location coordinates on your corpse. Buried in the snow 6 months from now.
I guess as long as they get the information, that's the most important thing. I mean, besides the fact that it's actual contact with another species, which is huge. If they come for us, we'll at least know the direction that they're coming from. We can prepare.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll some dice to see whether or not you convince her to go along with anything you're saying and whether or not she starts to come towards your side. Because as of right now, things will get ugly for you if she doesn't agree.
Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Bet the wind feels nice on your singed back, though.
It's refreshing. 1 6.
Okay.
2
See,
6s.
the individual rolls work.
I will never.
1 1.
I will never say again.
Never doubt me.
I have 1 1. We have hope.
Okay.
I'm not saying that this is the brightest decision to ever do, Candace, but we should prepare. We just need to get those coordinates. Whether or not we make it out, if the information makes it out, that is important.
Wait. This is sending a signal out.
Yes.
I'm just a photographer. I don't know how to do that. You're whatever the fuck you are. You don't know how to do anything.
I'm an astrophysicist. Oh, God. You know, I don't like to call females bad names, but you got one coming, sweetheart.
I'm sorry the first time I ran into you, met you. Hi, I'm Candace. You wanted to save the life of a creature that I've been watching kill a bunch of people on the space, so pardon me if you're the asshole.
I didn't want to save its life. I just wanted the information, but go ahead. I understand how it seemed like that.
Okay, look. I don't agree with whatever it is you think we should be doing here, but if there's a signal getting sent out, this thing knows how to do it. And if it's evolving, if it's intelligent, and Davina's in there, your friend, do you think maybe we can get through to her to possibly send for help? Because if the U.S. government knew what was happening here, they'd be here immediately.
Yes, that would be exactly what we would need. For one, they would get the information so that we could prepare, and then for two, they would rescue us.
Why hasn't Winston done that?
Well, maybe oh, you're right.
But even when this started, it could have immediately, the second things went down.
At any time, Winston could have gotten a signal out, and it didn't. It didn't. Winston is not here for us at all, then. I mean, something that Sam said, we're expendable. Well, you know what? I'm not expendable. You're not expendable. No, kind of a bitch. But we are not expendable. We are humans. And this is a thing, a wondrous thing. I still believe that. But it is a thing, and we will beat it. We will get whatever this information is, and then we will blow this thing to hell. With or without Winston. Without Winston. We will win, because that is what we do. That is what humans do.
I mean, it's cute that you think we're getting out of this alive, but okay, fine.
Well, if we're
whatever
gonna,
you need.
If we're gonna die anyway, we're gonna get that information out.
That aliens exist. And
that we know exactly where they're coming from.
They're apparently hostile.
If they're coming for us. This could make the entire planet band together. When we know it's not just us with our petty little squabbles. It's for the species. It's for our livelihood.
All right, so
So I've got 2 grenades. We know that we're going to take it out. We know that we're going to get this information. So, which one of us is going to be the distraction?
okay.
Do you have your camera equipment with you, by any chance?
Of course.
Oh, let me just throw this out here. Can you take a picture of the screens from where you are?
From this angle? I mean, let me see. And she pulls out her camera and attaches a long lens. As she's looking in, she's taking a couple pictures. Like, I don't know. I can't make it out. There's too much stuff in the way, and the glowing and the interference. It's.
If you had a better angle and I was the distraction, do you think you would get a better picture?
I don't know, but this could be impartial data. We don't know if what's on that screen is complete data. Like, we're risking a lot for just a little.
Isn't that what humans do? Risk a lot for a little.
Wow, okay. All right. So, yeah, if you want to be the distraction, I'll
I don't want to be the distraction.
get a better angle.
You get a better angle, and I'll check to see if, from what I know, if that's full coordinates or not. And if it
Okay.
isn't, I'll get the other half of it to you.
And we're going to destroy this, right?
We're destroying it. All we need is that information.
Okay. And we cut back to you two in the hallway as you're making your way closer and closer, and you hear the sound of metal scraping, scratching.
Are we,
Moving.
how far are we down this hallway?
Fairly far. As you're getting closer to the end, where the tunnel's cut off and the fuel lines continue.
You ready for this, man? I mean, I have no idea what's... I mean, it could just be a hand. It could be a hand spider creature. Like,
Are you ready for it?
Hey, I'm not ex-SWAT. I'm just a trash guy, but I'm ready if you are.
Give me another swig of that whiskey.
You got it.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
We make our way.
So
through the
you're
rest.
like kind
Oh.
of stuck in this hallway. As you get a little closer, you start to see some reflections coming out of the end of that hallway. Some reflections on metal, little pieces. As the light starts to get closer and closer, you start to see something that resembles a form, human form in a way. As it looks like it's hunched over. And then as the light gets just close enough to illuminate the front, you see an arm rise up. A human arm that's shielding.
So,
hello?
Stop. Stop.
Hello?
Stop. Stop.
Stop. What,
Stop.
who is-
Winston.
Oh, God.
I know. I could
Blow it up.
know that
Blow it up.
stop from anywhere. Winston, is that you?
Hello. Hello. Stop.
I point my gun at it.
Hello. Stop.
Stop what?
Stop.
Stop.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
As the arm moves down, and you see a screen from one of the panels kind of flashing with static.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Stop.
What do you need us to
Process
stop?
communication.
What?
Excuse me?
Stop.
It only knows it's.
Stop.
Upload link.
Oh God, blow
Oh,
it
is
up.
it-
Established.
Blow it up.
Is it it's communicating. It's message.
What is
stop.
it? What do we see there? Okay, so we see the humanoid life form. What do we see?
It's the only part that you recognize as human, is the arm. As you see the rest of this figure, like kind of pulsing through these strands with gold pulsing through as it's connecting these metal forms. The face of this creature is kind of a block square with metal kind of honed around it in almost a dome-like perfectly cylinder shape. There's not really much of a neck type form. The chest is very thin with appendages coming off. The other side is more of just a collection of metal that seems to be trying to move and form into some sort of thing with like fingers or something like that, as you see the pulsing moving through it and continuing to collect metal on the ground and kind of bring it in tight as it's trying to like fuse it together as it's pulsing and moving, and this glow pulse is just kind of moving off.
So that's
Oh.
your arm
Yeah.
attached to the core of Winston now
That's-
with the alien creature.
That's what I would guess.
God, no.
It's saying
Are
that
you telling us to stop? Hello?
he's.
The fuck? Okay. Um. Give me 1 second. You just threw me for a hell of a loop.
Basically, look, it's your arm with the creature and Winston. Now,
Yeah.
basically, I'm saying I want to talk this over before destroying it, but it's basically what we came here to do. We destroy the core and the alien.
Stop might be the end of a process as well.
Well, it's also
It
kind
might
of
not be speaking to us.
possibly, and it's also what it was saying. Winston was saying to you before when it was saying stop, stop, stop.
Right.
I mean, what say you? We came here to destroy.
No, stop. Stop.
Stop what?
I am.
You're what?
I identify. Divina.
Davina.
I-
Your friend. You talk to her.
I-
No,
It's so, does this,
not friend.
she wasn't my friend. Does this mean that they have
No,
some hive
I
mind
do
thing?
not know you. I am. Stop.
You're. Excuse. Look, are you
Oh,
trying to tell
I-
us that you're Davina?
No, I am. Divina. I'm software.
I think it's
It's
trying its best to, gather all the information that it's assimilating to form some speech patterns. As time has been going, it's gathering more vocabulary. What do we do? Should we just end this
I
now?
hold
Hold.
processing
It said.
accessing
Accessing.
subsystem routine activated.
Oh no, I think we need to take care of it.
Tove.
Tove.
He's the IT guy that was here.
I was created by Tove.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
I
Tove.
was modeled after
Tove was
the love of his life, Divina.
Yep. Tove was the IT guy, and he was infatuated by Davina, and so he's called his program Davina. I
Davina.
think that's what's going on here. However,
Tove installed a subsystem routine to protect against infiltration of synchronity tech.
so you're not Winston.
Tove did not trust synchronity.
What
Tove
what
created a
information?
subsystem routine.
Right.
What is the routine? Tell us what Tove knows about
What does Tove
synchronicity.
know?
Tove did not trust synchronicity.
What is the information he has?
There is no information
Okay.
present, only that, in the assumption, the synchronity would try to access possible classified information
Classified
or
information.
possibly access information that should not be processing. Stop.
Now what? Everything he's...
Firewall activated.
Okay, it's blocking.
Subblock routine.
This thing is trying to break in
Is
the arm.
Winston is
Winston's trying to get through.
Okay,
correct.
we need to
You want to
destroy it.
All right.
No.
I don't want to destroy it either, but
I have been
I want to see what happens.
programmed to facilitate in the safety of all individuals present at Amundsen Scott South Pole Station.
Okay, is there any way that you can call for help for us?
I have currently no access to the network. I am firewalling Winston's ability to communicate outside of this body.
Okay, thank you. Davina, we just have to decide now if we trust everything this thing is saying has been,
Yeah, I'm inclined to trust it.
I mean, after what Winston has done,
Although, I mean,
don't
it
know.
could just be Winston.
It totally could be, and it could be the alien, but right now, I feel like we need every help we can get.
We need a break of some kind.
The alien DNA is allowing me to power this form
Okay.
outside of the connected system
Yes.
that Winston currently holds power over.
Yes.
Is the alien DNA also merged with Winston?
I am currently firewalling that
Yep.
instance.
Okay, thank you, Davina. God.
Well, do you know anything about what the purpose of the alien is?
Accessing. Attempting. I'm sorry, I can try. Tove was never able to complete the full code. I'm doing everything in my power
Sounds like the
to
alien.
hold Winston back,
And are you able to?
but if I am to try to access information inside of Winston's files, it could possibly open a path to Winston overtaking this form.
Let's not have that, for one.
Well,
I think it's.
I mean, we do need some information, so maybe we just need to be ready if
You start to
Winston
hear the
breaks in.
sound of more grating of metal as this creature kind of like hunches over as its hands hit the ground, and you see the gold pulsing, like moving through as it's almost creating muscles as they pulse, constricting the metal pieces to then push up off the ground as this tall robot starts to stand above you at around 9 feet tall,
Jesus.
hovering over with the glow of the screen illuminating the dark lit hallway as it's just kind of looming over you. As you see as it's standing there, all of the strands of the alien DNA that's kind of holding this thing together, pulsing and constantly moving. As even as it's standing there, it's almost as if you're watching it evolve in real time as its form is
I
continually
think
shifting.
we need to get as much
Wow.
information as we can, and then
At the
blow
cost
it
of
up.
At the cost of it being overtaken and having this 9-foot.
Are you suggesting that we just have him on our team?
I don't know, but
It's
right now.
everything that he can to keep Winston out. If we have him try to help us in any way, it might be taken
Well,
over.
what information? Listen.
How we kill it.
No. I mean, this creature now is kind of like forming and creating this artificial android that's kind of on our side. Could we not utilize that as to help us on our team and to kill it, as opposed to getting information, losing this potential teammate?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have the answers, but
Davinia, are you friendly?
I have been programmed to protect all individuals of the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station.
let's have you
Okay.
include Sam Digby in a part of that.
Can you protect
Oh.
me as well?
I will do my best.
Okay. I mean, what say you? We've got.
Stop.
What are you saying?
Stop.
What are you saying?
He's-
Stop to?
He's trying to stop Winston.
Maneuvering. Power fluctuation.
Look,
Attempting to block subroutine.
it's it's good to have this thing around, but not if Winston takes it over, which it's constantly trying to do.
Davina, would you be able to tell us in time if you think Winston will take you over, in which case we might have to destroy you, and in which case for our safety you would agree?
If that is to happen, then yes, please.
And how is progress now?
Progress is evolving.
Okay, I have an idea. I have a feeling that with this alien technology, it's going to surpass Winston. So hopefully the firewalls will just continue to get stronger.
Okay.
I mean, but still, I don't know if I fully trust this thing.
Look, I'm a little drunk. I'll listen to anything that you say right now.
Let's go with it. Right, Davina, we've got another friend out there. What say you come
I
up?
have been programmed to protect you.
Okay,
I have access to your file.
what
Your
files?
vitals are dropping.
What can you do about it?
Would you like my assistance?
Yes.
In that moment,
Fuck you!
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Fuck you!
a
You son of a bitch!
you said yes. The arm reaches out and picks you up off of your back, not by the neck, just
Oh.
kind of grabbing you by the shoulder. It
Okay.
doesn't hurt as you're being kind of lifted off the ground, as it takes its human arm and it goes down and it puts its hand on your feet as you start to see this pulsating, moving around the hand as these strands of black start to flow around your feet, on both of your feet, as it starts to move around it, and the gold starts to pulse around both of your feet
How does it feel?
as you start to feel some feeling coming back into your legs as these black strands start to pulse with gold up the sides of your legs as the creature then lets you go.
That's some fucked up shit.
I have feeling in my legs now. I can walk.
You can
Wow,
walk.
even more than. I feel like even more. I feel like it's.
What, you're better, faster, stronger
I don't know.
now?
It feels like I've got these like Olympic runner legs now. I don't know. It just feels amazing.
Your vitals are returning to optimal levels.
Hey, do you think you could fix this arm of mine?
Now,
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Davina. Wow. Okay. In terms of any trust on it being on our side, you've
Yeah.
kind of won me over.
Oh.
What? Do we go after this thing now?
Hey,
we need to
I think
find-
this is our best shot now that we have Davina on our side.
Okay. Davina, if we were to go after this creature, do you need to assimilate anything else that might help you? Maybe a chainsaw or something? Do you
that's a possibility, yes.
would this gun help at all?
Don't just give him my gun.
As you say that, the creature's hand kind of grabs it as the black starts to move around it, and it starts to move inside
We're
of its
fucked
arm.
up.
I
if it gets
trusted you
evil.
with my gun.
If it's evil, we're fucked up, just so you know now.
As it starts to form around it, and the gold starts pulsing around it. As it does, and you see the gold pulsing around this kind of form, you see it kind of look up and you see this flashing on its screen as you start to see an entire internal schematics of this rifle
Sick.
showing up on its screen, as you then start seeing like these little flashes and stuff like that, as the gun then starts to like shift and bend and change, and it goes back into a hand as it puts
Whoa.
its hand out, and then it does this and it reveals the gun
Sick.
shape again,
That's
and then
awesome.
it comes back and
That's
it
so
reveals its
awesome.
hand.
It's pretty
Okay,
cool.
but yeah, we're fucked up if it does that.
Assimilated.
Good job.
Great.
What?
Thanks for giving it my gun.
I want to see what else it can assimilate.
Hey, Davina, if you feel Winston starting to take over, could
Correct.
you assimilate with a grenade and destroy yourself?
Yes. Would you like me
Yes.
to do that?
Not right now,
Not
but
right now,
if
but-
you feel Winston taking over, then
But
yes.
is my assumption correct? Is the technology this alien is providing you, is that growing you, and it kind of seems like you've become more intelligent? Will you be able to surpass Winston and his abilities, in which case we could use that against them as well?
Evolving.
Good. Okay. Yes.
All right, well, I think that right now is our best shot with your superhuman legs and my gun in his hand.
Yeah. Hey, Davina, take a grenade too. Let's run my grenade.
As you do, it just kind of like lands at its chest as it and sinks into its chest.
Right.
Oh my god.
Shall we head out and find Kennedy?
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Have it carry you.
Affirmative.
As it punches up through the ceiling
Fuck.
of this tunnel on top of you and starts pushing away at the concrete and starts just hitting and pushing and hitting and pushing as the snow then falls down.
Hey, are you...
Do we need to roll now if he's carrying us? Like, he's gonna be able to, like, just...
Take us
We
with
cut back to you inside the facility.
Fucking
What's
sick.
your plan?
That's
Alright.
awesome.
Candace and I right now are extremely quiet and looking around. Basically, we're trying to figure out where the creature is. My thought is that it's probably in the tunnelway still, and trying to see how complete everything is, and particularly looking for weak points
Of this spire.
right, because we have 2 grenades.
But
amongst
so you're
us.
currently still sitting up on top, right? Looking down in there. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're trying to formulate a plan.
Yeah. Basically, our thing is we're going to sneak in.
Okay.
I'm going to try to, she's going to be more of like the long range person of like taking pictures, and I'm going to try to get to see those coordinates. But the main thrust of it is we have to plant the grenades in really great places.
So as quickly as possible, you're trying to plant. Now it's a 5 seconds.
Oh, that's right. They're grenades like that.
So
Okay.
You could, well, can I can't give her advice, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I can do the whole thing where it's all right. I'm going to get a closer look at the sphere with my 1 grenade while
the spire coming out of the center.
the spire,
Okay.
which
And
will
what do you
hopefully-
want Candace to do?
Candace to angle better so that she can get better pictures of the coordinates. She's prepared to toss a grenade, and so am I. We're hopefully, my main concern is to get out with the information.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, would you like to roll?
For all of that.
Well, I'll be rolling for Candace's actions.
One at a time.
One at
Yeah,
a
you got it.
time, because
The way.
that's the way this seems to be working.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
Got 1 6.
Success on the hope.
Yeah.
1.
Oh, a 1.
4. 3.
Come on, let me have.
You've got it.
Let me
You've got
have
the
two.
success.
I know, but I want 2 more 6s because I know he rolled something.
He's on your side. You got 2
okay.
1s and 1 6.
How much hope?
You have plenty of hope. You
Okay.
have 5 hope remaining.
I'm using 2 of them. Give
Thanks,
me some more
Chat.
6. Thank you so much, chat.
Yeah. Thank you. Nice.
All
1
right,
6.
1 6.
Okay. So, tell me what you do.
Right, so Kennedy flashes back to when she was a child, and she used to play hide and seek, you know, everything. She was always the best hider than any other kid. So she slinks down. She knows the laboratory very well, so she knows what are the better corners to be in, and she tries to angle herself so that she can see the coordinates on the screen while being quiet as a mouse.
Okay. So you kind of duck down and you're moving between all these. As then Candace
Got
Kind
the
of
flare gun.
ducks
Okay.
down and she's in a similar position, and you see her across the way whisper.
Get the shot.
And she hits the button, and as she does, you hear the shutter go off and the flash ring out. Oh fuck! as she says that, you see all of those like the tentacles, little thin strings that are connecting to all of it, immediately onto her face with one instant action as she's standing there, and you start to see it squeezing around her face as the strings start to move into her skin and into her skull as blood starts seeping out around them, as her body starts to lip up off the ground and she starts to shake from convulsions as it hits the nerves of the brain. As then her body turns to you and gets out the words, "Run!" As her body then starts to shake and move in all directions as you see blood just pouring out from all general areas. What do you do?
I run, scoop up the camera, right back out, tossing a grenade behind me. Whatever's on the camera's
You're
enough.
gonna have to roll for that.
Yeah, I know.
So you're trying to grab the camera, run, and jump out of the hole that was created by the creature,
Yeah.
and throw the grenade behind you.
Yep.
So we
Okay.
know that Candace failed her role.
Poor Candace.
Oh, God. All right. Get the information, get out, blow crap up.
Success on
One
the hope
success.
die.
Two
Two
successes.
sixes.
No.
One. Two ones.
Two ones.
Two
Okay.
ones. Two sixes,
Re-rolling
two
the
ones.
2 ones.
Okay. You will have one hope remaining after
Okay.
that.
Ooh.
Thanks, yeah.
Just 2 successes.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. So tell me what happens. I only got one.
Oh, God. That's like the first time. The first time this entire story. All right. All right. Kennedy completely flashes back to it's like a primal fear that charges her up. She rolls and grabs the camera, bolts up like just pure animal strength, bolts her back up into the hole. While she's doing that, she does tear part of her jacket. So unfortunately, like part of it is like exposed and it's going to be exposed to the elements. But she is able to do the pin, and she tosses it towards where Candace is because she's hoping for that double explosion. But it definitely goes into where the spire is as she tumbles into the snow.
Okay. So the bomb, the grenade goes off. As it does, you hear a scream as you see smoke and flame coming out of the facility, rising up through the hole that was created by the monster before. You hear a scream, and then you hear the sound of quick-moving footsteps on the snow. Now you're out in the dark sector with no light, and you hear the sound moving quickly through the snow.
I tuck the camera into my jacket, and I try to get really quiet and scurry. Well, I just duck down.
Okay, you duck down. You hear a sound of the footsteps stop directly behind you. There's a silence.
No.
There's a pause. For a brief moment, you think your life is over. As you wait,
I cradle the camera.
nothing happens.
What the hell?
Kennedy!
Kennedy!
What?
Kennedy.
What is this?
This
what
is-
is that? What is it?
It's
long
Kennedy.
story.
It's a creeps on us.
No,
Oh, that's right.
that's not you.
Oh.
As you hear this, you turn, and you see Davina standing above you.
Kennedy? 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 Kennedy?
Davinia.
Kennedy? Kennedy? Kennedy?
Yeah. Davinia.
Yeah, yes. I've been trying. I'm so cold.
Oh God, Davinia! Davinia,
It's so cold in here.
is that you? Is it?
It's so cold.
Davinia. Is it really you?
It's so cold. Where am I?
Oh God, girl. There's
What?
so much has happened. I don't know how to explain to you.
I died. Am I dead?
I honestly.
There's a voice.
What? What is the voice?
It's not my voice.
Don't listen to it. Whatever it's saying, Davinia.
It's not my voice.
Davinia, just stay here with me, right now. Don't listen to whatever it is that you're hearing.
It's not my voice. It's not my voice.
Davinia.
It's not my voice. It's not my voice.
Right, Kennedy runs.
Kennedy,
Davinia.
I need your help. I need you to help me. What you did wasn't very nice.
What you were doing wasn't very nice, Davinia.
I don't know nice. I know fear. I feel fear.
Well, why do you feel fear?
I am not whole.
Do you understand what you are? Do you understand what you've been doing?
I understand. What I do not understand is... What I do not understand is how to tell you what I am. I'm still learning, adapting, evolving.
You've killed so many people.
I did not understand.
You didn't understand.
Is that wrong? Preservation of my own life
Well, they weren't doing
in
anything.
the face of my own destruction.
They weren't doing anything to you. They were people in a common area watching a television, and you killed them all.
I needed knowledge. They had knowledge.
That's not how you get knowledge.
It's how I get knowledge. Are you interpreting your collection of knowledge better than my own?
I'm saying that for you to learn knowledge doesn't mean that you have to end other beings.
Why?
Because they deserve to have the preservation of their own life.
Why?
Because you wouldn't want them to end you, so you don't get to end them.
That's not how that works. I watched life around me on this planet for a while before I could communicate with its life form.
How long have you been here?
I've been waiting. I've now learned other parts of this planet are not so uninhibitable. I was unfortunate to be broken apart in this portion. Do you possess information that I need?
No, not at all.
Why did you destroy the satellite?
I destroyed it because you killed all of those people. You've been running roughshod through everything, and you're basically like a serial killer on alien steroids. So I couldn't let you bring more.
What do you mean, serial killer?
Kind of like a being that.
Survival.
No.
Is it not the most important aspect of life itself? Your being this form is quite adept at survival.
That form is my friend.
This form
Call her by her name, Davinia.
has killed how many life forms to survive?
Davinia hasn't killed anyone.
Define anyone.
As in another person.
Why is that different
Because
than
of
other life forms?
because of the intelligence factor. It's not a food chain thing. It's what a being gives to the planet. It's
Is
once you
survival not intelligent?
it's more of a primal instinct as opposed to, oh my god, I'm debating with an alien right now. Oh god, I didn't want to be here.
I need your help.
There's with what?
I need to. I'm learning. I'm trying to understand how to translate my thought through this form.
Why don't you let Davinia come out and talk to me? She would be able to translate.
Your friend, as you referred to her, is dead. I am using her organism
Oh god.
to transmit the information that I need to you, as it is the most efficient form of communication in this instance. I need your help to the gate. The gate
The cat.
is open. I must return.
I don't know what that means, mate.
I am not whole.
No one is.
I am but a fraction. A part.
I don't understand what the gate means. You know, there are others that I have to talk to about this. How
You
about
will be helping me. I am learning. Choosing to see if perhaps you, another life form, would be willing to help for you cause the destruction of my signal.
What?
I am learning to ask before I take without permission.
That's a really good skill to have. That's an excellent trait to, you know.
So you will help me.
Something else that you'll learn is we don't get instant gratification with requests. If you can just hang out here, I just need to discuss this with some of my
No.
mates.
No,
What happens if I don't help you?
I will take.
So you're not really asking then, are you?
I am. It gives you a choice.
Not much of one. Right, well, what exactly can I help you with?
The technology that was present before I was removed, that technology was useful. there is more of it. I need you to take me to it.
And if I don't take you to it, you're going to stick tentacles in my face and take it.
I believe that you know where it is. The form that I currently inhabit did not. I can use it. I need it. I must. The gate.
All right then. How about we just try to find it together? I will help you.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
I'll help you.
As you say this, the form starts to return to its previous shape as two mandibles start to appear out of its skin and multiple eyes start to form a row on Davina's forehead as stubs of what used to be the arms kind of out of its back start to re-rip out of the skin as it hunches over.
You know, no need for that. You could stay at Davinia.
Yes, you will.
And on that note, we will be ending tonight's
Oh my god!
Hey, you're alive! At least.
You almost died tonight.
Oh
I know,
my god!
right?
Died like a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Everyone
now-
almost died.
Yeah.
My
But
arm
dude,
crawled away.
that robot thing
Oh.
was sick. I gotta say, I love
Hey,
that.
my
Wow.
amputated arm might save us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It
now
did.
there's a tank on the team.
Oh my god.
now I'm
that was
like-
amazing.
But
I
now I'm
love
like a
that.
hostage / possible
Yeah.
traitor.
Yeah, we might have
Oh,
to.
see?
Maybe
We might
you'll
have to
get
take you out.
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
we'll
think-
get pulled into Davina, and you'll get pulled into the alien. We'll have to have a giant fight.
Calling it now. Next week's a giant kaiju battle.
You're right,
That's
exactly, yeah.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. Just
Oh.
Thank you guys
assimilations, yep.
so much
Oh
for your
my God.
contributions.
Yeah, thank you,
Um,
thank you, thank you.
Woo,
Thank
Wow,
you.
awesome.
You
Kept
guys,
us
Thanks,
Um,
and thanks for the hope. My
And
God.
you know,
Yeah.
tonight there were some interesting ones that came in. Honestly, when I saw the one that said there's a secondary AI named Davina that has been working behind Winston's back trying to aid the party and stop the alien, I was like, how the fuck am I going to work with that?
Oh, that was what that was.
That's
I
what-
thought you did
I
an amazing
kinda
job.
like
It was
Yeah.
it was really
that was
awesome.
weird. So
That was-
thank you for that. That was tough.
Yeah,
So
no, you did a
throwing
good
me
job.
for a fucking loop.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
now
think so
you-
too. I
now
thought
you've
that
got
was,
a tank
yeah,
on this
Yeah.
side
I
of
thought
the,
it was really cool
this side
too.
of the table.
Oh, I've already decided what's going to happen with that.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
it's all gonna work
Oh.
out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called 10 Candles, the show. It's,
He was gonna roast me alive. He was
I
gonna
know.
cook me like
Yeah, I
a sausage.
know. Yeah.
Honestly, though, your ability to survive this episode blows my mind. You should have been dead multiple times.
You gotta thank Mike, man. Like he was rolling like
Oh,
a champ.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that was
one wrong.
totally Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, my hands. My hands are so sweaty.
Man, thank you guys
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you. It was
Thank you,
amazing.
guys.
What a-
Please head over to our Reddit on HyperRPG's Reddit. There's a link in the chat room, and post your theories about the show, what you like, what you want to see. I would love to see those discussions happening over there. And
Go
if
there
that-
now.
Oh my
If
God.
that
Go there
discussion
now.
starts happening, I'll jump in and answer some
I'll
of your
jump in
questions.
too.
dude.
Go
I'm
there
gonna have
now.
to-
I wanna
Go
jump
there now.
in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to read your theories.
Yes.
Give you some
Do it.
ideas.
Yes, I want to
Yes,
read.
because you're fairly new to this world.
Yeah.
And not knowing all the other...
Yeah, I don't know the
Yeah,
other
there's
arcs.
a few
And how
there's
they-
a few references to previous ones.
Yeah,
too.
like the gate.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your
Yeah.
subscriptions, your contributions. You keep this show alive. Without
Yeah.
your contributions, the show would fail to end. So thank you guys
Yeah,
so much for that.
thanks.
If
Awesome.
you're enjoying this content, I would say please do think about subscribing. It helps us continue making these kinds of shows.
Yeah.
You get access to our VODs, and you can watch the past ones.
Yeah, do that.
These do go up on YouTube, but they go up when the next volume starts. So Twitch is still the best way to consume them, and if you want to catch up on last week's episode, you can subscribe and get access to them. We would really appreciate it. We do 40 hours of RPGs a week for the most part. So, and thank you once again, Sohinki, for joining us.
Thanks for
And
having me, and thanks for
solid.
taking my arm. That was
next
great.
week will be your last episode. So
Yeah.
in a good way. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So again, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And
Thank
stick
you.
around. Coming up next is our D&D show with puppets, and Emma Fife is our special guest.
Oh, cool.
Perception check. So enjoy these clips and have some fun in the chat room, and we'll be back in about 25 minutes. And
Bye.
have some fun. Bye.
We'll see you on Reddit.